Hello and welcome to this session on web presence for faculty. In this session we will see the need and various options available to set up a simple website for teaching and research faculty. Like all others, we have consumed content, but as teaching and research faculty we also need to create content which is to be used by others, particularly our students. Some of them could be our curriculum vitae, our research work which could be topics, publications, if you are offering any summer internship, or just to advertise the group members that you have. You could also use it to post teaching material or to simply create a blog. Websites can be broadly classified as simple and multifunctional. Simple websites are something like which have just a few pages and a very simple menu. It could also have periodic pages which are also known as blogs. On the other hand, multifunctional websites are pages with much more deeper structured content. For example, if you want to have a list of publications, each publication has got multiple fields like the title, author, journal, year, etc. Now this is called as a structure to a content. We could also have pages linked to each other. For example, research topic could list only those publications which are related to that research topic and only those peoples working on that topic, etc. So these are independent pages but are linked to each other. A more complex example would be department websites. In department websites we have a lot of people, a lot of research areas, you could be posting the curriculum and so on. A still complex website is what can be a conference website, where there is not only information passed on but there is also an interaction from the user. For example, you could have a conference website with registration, abstract submission, fee payment and etc. So these are what are called as a multifunctional website. So there are simple website and multifunctional website. Our recommendation is to use WordPress for simple websites and Drupal for multifunctional websites. Both of them are open source and are freely available. We will briefly tell you about various points for WordPress installation and show you how to install them. There are many options to install and use WordPress. You could download the code which is open source from wordpress.org. You could download a package from Bitnami, or you could directly go on to wordpress.com, not org, it is com, and set up some name which is maybe your name or your lab name or a group name .wordpress.com, or there are other hosting sites like GoDaddy which can host your site. I have listed here some advantages and disadvantages of each of these options. In the first two cases you need to download and install yourself, which means that you need to know a little bit about Linux or Windows operating system, how to manage web servers, databases and so on. This is a little more easy than this. Whereas in these two cases you do not have to download anything, all you need to have is an internet connection and you can set up the entire site hosted outside. This is what is called as a third party hosting. Now first three options are free. Even this hosting option, there is a free option, but there are some limitations on the storage. The setup and maintenance is also very easy. In this case, but the only disadvantage in this case is you are stuck to a domain called as wordpress.com and you cannot have your own domain. For example, if you belong to a college with the domain name iitbac.in, you cannot have it as your name.iitbac.in, you have to have it as wordpress.com. Whereas if you go to third party sites who also provide you to host your own name, then you might have to pay a monthly fee. but otherwise this is also easy to set up and maintain. What I will show you now is to how to create an account and set up a website in wordpress.com. So I am going to switch over and show you how that is done. So I have entered the URL here, wordpress.com, and the opening page itself says that you can create a website for free. Create a website. It will do some initial setup for you if you can tell what kind of website that you want to set up. You can choose any of these things. If you want to set up one for your department, you could use this, or if it is just your personal page, you could check this and you check technology and computing. It is not essential that you have to check the same thing as I am showing, but I am just selecting a particular thing. I am going to select 2016, which is one of the popular themes. So this, each of these are called as a theme. So you say choose a theme here. So each of them have a different look and feel. So this is one of the most simple and a popular theme. So I am going to choose 2016. After that I need to choose a domain name. So let us say facdev.wordpress.com, and it will tell you if it is available. So that is not available, but it suggests that there is something called as facdevblog.wordpress.com that is available for free, and all of these are paid. So let us choose the free one. Again, there are multiple plans here. I do not want to go to this paid plan. Let me use the free plan. I have to give my email address and a username and a password and create an account. So that is very simple. I can do that, but I have already done this. So I am just going to log in to my account. If you have not created an account, you have to go through this entire process, and there will be a confirmation email and the similar things which you are familiar with. So I am going to log into my account. Say login. So a default page will already be created for you. So this is this WP-FAQ. I am just calling this site as WP-FAQ. So the site is actually WP-FAQ.wordpress.com, which is what I have already created. You cannot create this because this is already used. So I will show you in later sessions how to configure this site. Thank you for listening.